games now.
Yeah,
He's gonna get at least over half a game. So
I'm not disagreeing with you on him being great. I'm just saying, excuse me,
for fantasy
for
wise,
fantasy, and like I said, keep in mind, guys, fantasy is about what you want and what you want to do and how you want your team built. For PJ personally, I just don't want to take Josh Allen as early as he's going.
Yeah.
But I've never drafted quarterbacks in the second round. I never have, and I personally don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
But if he falls to me in the
third round, you'll take him?
If I'm at the end of the third, I'm just keeping it
closer
real.
to the fourth.
Yeah, because look, I'm just keeping it real. Like if we talk about Josh Allen specifically, I'm not taking him over players like obviously like Genty, your boy Brock Bowers. I would take Brock Bowers over Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Brown, I'd even take Bucky Irving over
Lad
Josh
McConkey?
Allen. I take Lad McConkey over. I have. As far as skill players, this is the bottom tier that I have that I would take over. JSN, Tyreek Hill, Lad McConkey. As far as skill players that I would take over Josh Allen. But like I said, that's a me take just coming into this season. He just married a bombshell actress in the summer. I don't know if he focused.
So did Justin Herbert. Did you keep that?
Who did he marry?
Madison Beer?
Oh, I've heard that name. I have no idea who she is, but I know that
NFL quarterbacks be on it, but
must be nice.
Must be nice.
Next team is the Miami Dolphins. Copy that, soldier. 8-9. Weird ass season for the Dolphins again. This is the most.
They went 8-9?
8-9.
That's more than I thought they won.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. 2 years ago, this was the hottest offense in the NFL. Was it 3 years? 2-3 years ago, it's the hottest offense in the NFL. Everybody was trying to copy what they doing. They were the fastest team. You couldn't cover it. You couldn't stop it. So much motion. What's going on? Confusion everywhere. What do we do? It was just like
they figured them out.
Slow it down, cuz everybody put the brakes on that. So they figured that out, but you still have a lot of fantasy players that you're drafting from this team. In the intro, we alluded to the Devon Achane injury, but this is a player that you're drafting in this, I'm not going to say first round, second or third round for sure.
Achane?
Yeah. Tyreek Hill is going in the third or fourth round, second, third, fourth round for sure, and even Waddle in the third, fourth, fifth, or fourth or fifth round and things like that. So a lot of players here.
Yeah.
What you like about the Dolphins? Are you scared of Tua getting hurt? I guess that's really the only thing.
Obviously, you got to be a little worried about Tua and his concussions. I feel like one more concussion from him,
retire.
Yeah, it's that time to retire for him. But crazy. With Tua's on the field, this offense has insane potential.
Facts.
Tyreek Hill can be wide receiver 1, and this is a guy that you're getting in the third round. So the ceiling is sky high, but that floor ain't that good either.
Correct. And I think with almost all of these players, that's honestly literally
I'm scared of Jaden Waddle.
I'm scared of Tyreek Hill. Yeah. I love Achane the most because I think he's the most exciting now.
And he's gonna get all the touches. He's gonna get the touches and the catches.
Yep. And especially with Tua. With Tua, he was averaging, I think he was on pace for 100 receptions as a running back.
Achane is going to get his regardless. That's the problem. That's the good thing about Achane. Whereas Hill and Waddle are dependent solely on Tua.
Correct. And can Achane also hold up for 17 games?
With it already being injured.
Already banged up.
Be careful. Be careful.
It's just iffy. And I will say this. Even though Tyreek Hill, I do have him as a risky draft pick. Tyreek Hill is 31 years old. You know, he ran a 10-1 in the 100 this summer, right?
He's still like that.
Still like that. The other upside, I will say this too, real quick, before we move on to the next team. The Dolphins' defense is trash. They have no secondary. I talked about this when we were talking about the Bengals in the AFC North. Targeting teams with high-powered offenses and terrible defenses is a great fantasy strategy because your offense is on the field a lot, having to score points to compete and catch up with the other team. And when you have a creative coach who I would say we both like in Mike McDaniels, we want to believe in the players like you like everybody in Miami.
Yeah.
The question is, will you draft anyone in Miami?
Yeah. It's do you trust them? And like I said, the offense has the potential to skyrocket with that sucky defense. you have the potential to score a lot of points every week,
cold blood,
which is Money for fantasy. Somebody got to get them touchdowns.
You know, who is currently the Dolphins starting tight end? Oh, it's
Darren
Darren Waller. You was just
Yeah.
talking to me about this the other day.
Waller.
But he still ain't showed up and done nothing at camp. So,
And he's still starting on the depth chart.
which is insane.
Crazy.
The next one we have the New York Jets, who
The
finished
Jets.
at 5 and 12. Huge changes over here for this team. We talked about them a couple episodes ago on quarterback and head coach changes.
Yeah.
New head coach coming in from Detroit and Aaron Glenn.
Love Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. Obviously, they got a quarterback that me and you are both excited about in Mr. Fields. Jets got one or two other pieces that could have some fantasy options. What you like about the Jets?
Jets. I was telling PJ. I said PJ like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's me. Like right on
I'm
cue.
telling
That's me.
PJ Alfred.
Yeah, that's me.
I think Breece Hall is going to benefit a lot from Justin Fields. I think with Justin Fields having the threat of running the ball, and Justin Fields is no stranger to running. I'm pretty sure NFL defenses know he's capable of taking that 40, 50 yards for a touchdown. So they're going to have to respect him. So if they're running that zone option, it's going to open up holes for Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall benefits and has a much better season this year than he did last year.
I can dig that.
I really believe that with Breece Hall.
God damn it, Bobby. They see me selling propane
Had to.
and now they trying to copy.
Had to.
Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson.
I love Garrett Wilson. So
Yeah.
I'm a believer in Justin Fields. Just like you said. Now,
As a thrower?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody is still thinking that he's not going to be the thrower that he's capable of. This is what I think. I think Justin Fields is in a good situation.
Very good situation.
His environment is good.
Best situation he's ever been in.
I think he has a coach that believes in him, the
Which
player,
he's needed.
which is needed just for my confidence.
Yep.
You can arguably say he's had the best receiver he's ever played with in Garrett Wilson. DJ Moore is nice, not no disrespect, and
Valid.
but he has a dog out there in Garrett Wilson. And to me, I'm not gonna see now. This is where me and you differ on opinion a little bit. I'm not as confident in Breece Hall as you are. I think Breece Hall could possibly lose his job
To the backup running back.
Yeah, Braylon Allen, who is a big fit. He is Omarion Hampton last year. Everything you like about Omarion Hampton this year is what Braylon Allen had and showed us already on the field last year.
Yeah.
And it's the comments coming out of Jets camp. Like Breece Hall has already openly said, I'm this coach ain't even draft me. You know, I don't even know if I'm that guy.
Lord.
You know, he's saying stuff like, I gotta prove myself, I gotta do this. Now
Chip on the shoulder.
to help your
Chip on
argument,
the shoulder.
he's in a contract year. He has a chip on his shoulder. So he could literally, it could be like, this is just me thinking that I don't know which one of these backs comes out, but the backup is less risk with a lot of upside. Because Braylon Allen is only 21 years old.
Yeah.
Like he's super young.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. And
But Breece Hall's a dog too.
he is. But remember, they didn't pick him. So not a lot of super talent, I guess we'd say, in regards to fantasy options when it comes to the Jets, other than Garrett Wilson.
Other sleeper I like is the rookie Mason Taylor, tight end. You can take him at the way into your draft. That's Jason Taylor's son. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Jason Taylor, the
his
Hall of Fame DN.
His auntie is a freak. Joy Taylor. She the one who's at Fox, right?
I didn't even know they was related.
Well, Joy Taylor is Jason Taylor's
auntie a
little
freak.
sister. His auntie a freak. Hey, look, I like Joyce. I like Joy Taylor, bro. I ain't got no problem with Joy. Joy's smart. She be dropping takes off and lighting them up. But she a little freaky. At least, yeah, what is she? Allegedly.
She said it herself. Somebody, she got to have it every day.
Oh, you right. See, every day. You right. On her little podcast with what's her name? The lady that does NBA, Taylor Rooks. Boom, got it.
My comments to myself.
I'm talking about we pivoted like a mug. So
Pivot.
Now let's get back from our
Nothing beats a Jet 2.
get our way from our holiday. I'm going crazy with my board, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I got this new soundboard. It's going down, baby.
Let's get it.
Okay. Fantasy implications. We had Justin Fields. Obviously, some people might draft him as a starter. Let's be real, as a starting quarterback.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. He's going to rush. He has a good potential wide receiver one that he can throw the ball to. Obviously, I like him more as a quarterback too. Brees Hall is going to be some people's RB1s. I like Braylon Allen as a super sleeper later on in the draft, but potentially take the job. Any interest? Josh Reynolds, Alan Lazard?
Nah, not at all. But on another hot take, Justin Fields leads all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns this season.
Ooh.
Hot take.
Ooh.
Put it in the book.
I like that one.
Let's go.
I like that one. Dang.
Let's go.
Keep it moving. All right, so we got the worst team in the division. Finished at 4-13. We're talking about the perennial champion New England Patriots. Well, they no longer have Brady, they no longer have Belichick, and they are no longer winning. So this team has been in rebuilding mode, restructure mode, coaching changes for the past couple of years.
Yep.
But me and you, once again, at my daughter's birthday, we both like the direction the Patriots are going.
Love the direction the Patriots are going.
We both like the quarterback, Drake May.
Yeah.
They got some weapons that from a wide receiver standpoint. I actually did see a post today about the Patriots from Sleeper that the Pittsburgh Steelers have inquired about Jalen Polk. Which is interesting because the Steelers do need some receiver depth. And
kid.
we both like Jalen Polk, and he is a local kid from around the way. So I actually wouldn't mind him leaving New England, going to Pittsburgh because receivers getting a little mushy.
It's getting a little mushy for some reason, yeah. Even though they don't have a bunch of superstar receivers. I mean, they got Stephon Diggs. They got a lot of good receivers that are all kind of battling for those top 3 spots.
Facts.
I know I like Kyle Williams earlier in the season. Haven't heard a lot about him.
Hype train is slowing down a little bit. Slowing down. You're hearing them.
Yeah, just
hit the brakes.
That's a nice one. Is it Demario Douglas?
I like.
Demario Douglas.
I really like Demario
Diggs,
Douglas.
And Booty.
Booty. I'm gonna go with Booty.
Those guys are pretty much running the show right now.
And the other kind of guy I like in this offense too. Well, I'll let you talk about the running back. Is Hunter Henry.
Really?
Hunter Henry, the tight end, because I mean they do have Austin Hooper, but I like Hunter Henry because he is a huge security blanket for a young quarterback. Drake May did play last year, and the other sneaky thing we talked about this rushing upside with Drake May as a potential late round QB2, potential be a QB1 streamer flyer quarterback. He's gonna give you upside. You literally just named 3 really good wide receiving options. And we haven't even talked about the 2 good running backs that they got over there.
And then if you think about it, man, Drake May is a big time sleeper. Your top 4 quarterbacks normally going to ADP are Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
Hurts,
Jaden Daniels, and Hurts.
Yep.
And what do they all 4 have in common? Drake May.
I see. I got you. You know what they all got?
They got the scats.
Got the wheels, baby. I'm killing, baby. I'm on fire today, cuz. That's all I'm saying.
But the running back, man, Travion Henderson has been murdering preseason, and he's been doing way too good to keep him down. I mean, he's flying up depth draft charts. You're gonna have to grab him probably around the end of the 3rd, 4th round, early 4th round, if you want to get stock in him. But I mean, I kind of think it's worth it. The dude is explosive. He's impressive. So.
Yeah, and the one thing that I everything you said, I 1,000% agree with. He's behind a running back who they just gave a little bit more money to, and Ramondre Stevens in the offseason. Yeah. But as we both know, Ramondre has a history of fumbling, and coaches hate fumbling the ball.
Of course.
Travion, literally the first time. Also, let me mention the first time he touched the ball. 100-yard kick return. I don't know if you saw that.
Incredible.
100-yard kick return to the crib.
That's one way to start your career.
It's a good thing. It's a good investment. I don't think you're worrying about Antonio Gibson at all in this offense.
Not really. Not really even worried about Travion.
Yeah.
Not Travion.
Ramondre. Yeah, I do think it might take 4 games because you got Mike Vrabel, old stubborn coach. But I think the talent will end up overshadowing because you can use them in the offense. It's going to be, to me, it always comes down to this with rookies. can you pass block?
And he can.
And I think he can. So, yeah, we're going to see. And he can. He did a really good job of pass pro in Ohio State. I think he actually might be the number 1 rated pass pro running back coming out of college.
And that's NFL coaches love running backs who can pass block because you got to protect the money. And everybody know the quarterback is the money in the NFL. So if you can do that,
got to protect your what my boy
be good.
Marshawn, you got to protect your munions. You got to protect your munions. All right, before we leave this division, obviously we got to do picks. Clearly, we both got the Bills winning this division. Like, we don't got to talk about that, right?
Bills. Now
we just got to figure out the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I don't know if I believe in the Dolphins. They probably have their defense is so bad. God dang.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have the next best offense, but their defense is so bad. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this, bro, because I got arrows pointing like this and then pointing again like this on my rankings. I got Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Pats.
Okay.
Pat's not there yet.
I'll take Bills, Dolphins, Pats.
Ooh.
Then the Jets.
So that means you don't think Justin Fields is going to pull it off technically, or it's the defense, the team. You're going collective. You don't think the collective.
I'm gonna go collective. I really believe in the Patriots rebuild. I love their head coach. I mean,
Vrabel, right?
I love Vrabel, yeah.
Right.
And I think they're putting together the right pieces to change the culture. So I mean, I don't think they jump up to second just yet, but I do think they are not a lottery draft pick team now anymore.
Okay, enough said. On to the next one. Next, we're gonna get into the NFC East, where we had the Super Bowl champion. Let me say it again: the Super Bowl champion.
Where my Eagles ball at?
Philadelphia Eagles. Former Eagle next to me right here. You can't find his.
There you go.
There it is. You got it? Yeah, throw that up there, man.
Y'all see the ball?
Yeah. Jeremy Williams, Philadelphia division champ.
Eagles, you know what I mean? Went to playoffs, division.
Gang. Obviously, the Eagles won that division last year, finishing at 14-3. Shout out Eagles. Next, you had the surprising Commanders at 12-5, the Cowboys at 7-10, and the Giants at 3-14. But actually, let's start it here with the Giants. We'll start with the Giants first because they probably got the least that we're going to get involved into. Drafted no quarterbacks from this team. However, they have a top 10 pick, you would say, in Malik Nabers.
Very, very much so. Also, I don't know if you've been watching too much of the Giants in preseason. Russell Wilson is looking pretty damn good.
I did see a couple highlights from
He's
Russ.
throwing some strikes.
Let Russ cook, right? You
Russ
remember that?
is cooking.
2 years ago?
Which makes me want to draft Malik Nabers even more. Even more. I literally moved Malik Nabers up to my 5th receiver.
Oh, I'm literally pulling up
I've changed up my receivers a little bit. So again, I have Jamar Chase. Huh?
I have Malik at 5 too. I have Malik at 5 actually.
Jamar Chase. Justin Jefferson. I moved CeeDee Lamb up.
Okay.
And then 4th.
Do you have Nico at 4 or Amon Ra?
I got Malik Nabers at 4.
Or Puka. Malik
Nabers at 4.
I like that shit. I like that shit.
Nico 5. I moved Puka down. Remember I had Puka earlier?
Yeah.
I moved Puka down a little bit. But dude had 170 targets last year as a rookie. I think he's the complete alpha dog in this offense. There's not a receiver touching him as far as, I mean, Wan'Dale Robinson gets a lot of targets, but no way is Wan'Dale Robinson getting the same gadget plays that Malik Nabers is getting. I just think he's going to give Jamar Chase numbers this year.
Okay.
And honestly, if he's my guy, if that I'm targeting in the first round, if I can't get one of the top running backs, for sure. So.
And I'll play this sounder one more time because that's how I truly feel about that take. And this is
Nabers.
The crazier even stat to me that's better. So Malik Nabers did all of that last year with who as his quarterback? Tommy DeVito. Who? Shout out, I can't remember what guy does that. Is that Broadcast Boys? Yeah, shout out Broadcast Boys. Who?
Tommy DeVito.
What's the other kid? Daniel Jones obviously was there for a little bit. And another guy. So he shined with nothing. He was the DeAndre Hopkins and
it's crazy.
Went crazy like that. But now, this year,
Alpha dog. I'm
he
telling you.
literally upgrades with Russell Wilson, who's a Super Bowl champion, experienced quarterback.
Gunslinger.
Obviously, Russ is not Russ of 6 years ago, but Russ can still throw the ball. We saw that in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And even if Russ go down, Lord Jesus, if this is happening.
Jameis Winston, bro.
Jameis coming that thing, and he is slaying the field. And even the rookie, Jackson Dart, looked good in preseason.
He's got 3 upgrades at quarterback.
3 upgrades at quarterback.
So,
and I'm not...
Man, draft Malik Neighbors, y'all. Stop playing.
Knocking on wood. Barring healthy,
tell him Jay Willie sent you.
There's no way he can fail. You know what I'm saying?
Barring injury,
there's no way he can fail.
Yeah.
Just like you said, Wan'Dale Robinson is there, Darius Slayton. Those are nobodies. Those are just when Malik Neighbors is too covered, throw them the ball. B.O. Johnson, shout out broadcast boys. Who? Don't know who that's the tight end that they got coming in. Now, running backs. Tyrone Tracy is going to be somebody that's drafted in fantasy football a lot. So he's going to be good value starting running back. Cam Scatterbo is moving down to 3rd on the depth chart as of right now because Devin Singletary is still over there. But I think that's still Tyron's Tracy job till eventually I think where Bo might take over.
Yup.
Next, we got the Dallas Cowboys who are at 7-10 and due to injury finished with a disappointing season. Dak went down. Micah had a brief stint. CD was a little banged up at some time. Coaching changed. They finally fired Mike McCarthy, who honestly couldn't have been more happy.
Couldn't believe they kept him so long.
Yeah, me either. I'm not a believer in Mike McCarthy as being a great head coach. I think he's a good head coach when he has Aaron fucking Rodgers. But guess what? I'll be a good goddamn coach with Aaron Rodgers. But once again, this is a team with at least 4 players that we like over here. You know, with the exception of the next 2 quarterbacks we're going to talk about, the quarterbacks that we've kind of talked about up until this point are all second-tier QB2s, borderline QB1s, but Dak Prescott could eventually be great value at the end of a draft where if you don't want to spend the capital, which you said, both of us have said, we very much like the Big 5. If you don't land them and you end up with Dak Prescott, that's not a bad thing.
You feel comfortable there?
Hell yeah. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson.
And he's had a top 5 finish in his career. So the Cowboys offense has the potential, kind of like I feel about them a little better than I do about the Dolphins. Because again, I love the George Pickens pickup. I think him and CD are going to be a problem.
And I love his value too.
And Dak is just, and then he still has Ferguson. His running back situation is a little funky,
which is good for the pass catchers. Yeah, for the pass catchers, absolutely.
So, man, Cowboys offense is going to be interesting to watch this season.
I think George Pickens, and this is coming from a Bengals fan, y'all was dead ass, competes with T. Higgins as the best number 2 in the league this season. That's because I'm confident in Dak, the thrower, and the offense, and like the offensive scheme. Now, granted, it's a new coaching regime, so things are going to be a little different, but you literally just said it. Who's the running back? Javonte Williams? Miles Sanders? These are just, I can't throw every play, so I got to give somebody the ball.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Sleeper, I will say, you just mentioned one though real quick, Jordan Blue.
Jaden Blue.
Or Jaden Blue, I'm sorry.
Right.
Jordan Blue is the former running back for the Texans, right? Was that his name?
Alfred Blue.
Fuck. Go ahead, talk. Jaden Blue. Jadon Blue.
Jaden Blue is your favorite running back out of the backfield?
Yeah. Only because the capital is super low. I don't have to really commit. Now, granted, it's a super committee. You know it's a committee over here. But if I got to take one, I'm going with the home run hitting 4-3 running speedster from Texas.
Yeah. I think, isn't Kayvon Turpin wide receiver 3 for the Cowboys right now?
Kayvon Turpin is currently, it's Jalen Tolbert. So currently Turpin is sitting at 4 and obviously special teams. But Tolbert is still over there.
How do you feel about CeeDee Lamb possibly finishing as wide receiver 1?
So
over Jamar Chase.
I definitely think it's possible this year.
Right?
Now, I talked about this. I'm saying it again, especially if my trade crazy scenario don't work, but they end up not signing Michael Parsons and you have a Hassan Reddick situation, you end up with a bad defense and these weapons, CeeDee Lamb could finish absolutely as wide receiver 1. Yeah. I think personally there's 4 receivers that could finish as the top wide receiver. Malik is not one of them. I'm sorry to tell you, but CD is one of them. So I think.
So you don't think Malik can finish RC one?
No, I don't think it's going to happen this season.
Okay.
I got obviously Jamar Chase
Because
Justin
of the touchdown.
Jefferson.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and I will never disrespect Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't care where everybody else got him ranked. He is my 4th ranked receiver. To me, he's arguably the most dependable wide receiver.
He's tough. He's tough. He's been having a good camp too.
And
so,
and did you see him shitting on the Rams? Was that the Rams in the one-on-ones the other day?
Somebody
6 for 6.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got to do better over there. Y'all got to do better.
Sure.
But with the Cowboys, obviously, I'm drafting Dak. I'm super comfortable with Dak as my QB. I'm super comfortable if he's my QB2. And I'm not mad if he's my QB1. Because if I decide to build the depth and go heavier on wide receiver depth, go heavier on wide running back depth, especially if you're in a 12-man league that starts 3 wide receivers like we do, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to get the stability in your roster and just wait on the quarterback.
Honestly, the best, like we've been doing this a long time, fantasy footballs, drafts. The best teams I've ever drafted have always been when I wait on a quarterback. And obviously you have to hit on that quarterback.
Gotta hit. That,
yes. You hit on a late quarterback and you draft a lot of value early, your team's gonna be stacked. But you just gotta do your research and make sure you hit on it. It's like, so guys I like that are like that this year are Drake May, Dak Prescott could possibly do it. I think Justin Herbert can do it.
Justin Fields,
yeah. Who else? Get your JJ McCarthy. These are guys who have the potential to have great seasons, but you just don't know. So you taking a risk on them, but you better have some backup.
Yeah, and the thing about it, I specifically remember one of my fantasy championships, Cam Newton, MVP season. I got him in like the 14th round.
Yeah,
like
your team was stacked.
My roster was just. Yeah,
I drafted Carson
in
Wentz
the chamber.
That MVP season
In the chamber, it was when you had to see my lineup. It was just like, how does he have this many wide receivers? And when you depend on your format, PPR, it might be worth it to wait, depending on how your league plays. We used to be in the league with that 4-point passing touchdowns. You remember that the crowd got 4 points, so quarterbacks weren't as valued. And then we were in another league where you had 6 points, or it was 7 points for a touchdown.
So basically, what he's saying is make sure you check the scoring of the league you're in.
Big facts.
Because a lot of times things could be a little finicky. Gotta be more careful.
Now, these last 2 teams that we got before we wrap up today's show have big fantasy players, baby, big dogs. And the first one is going to be the 12-5, surprising everybody, making the NFC Championship. Jaden Daniels led Washington Commanders. Squad. Obviously, they still have the McLaurin contract issues, which I'm assuming they're going to get worked out. Why is this taking so long, you think?
Apparently, McLaurin wants more money. At least that's the word on road.
Pay that man his money.
DK Metcalf, I believe, is getting around $33 million a year.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin is still under contract, getting around $25 million a year right now. He wants.
This is more of that you owe me money though. Like, let's be real, right? I'm not trying to say Terry should get what DK got. He should. I see it, but like, bro, I've been only thing we've had over here in Washington for the past 4 years. While y'all kept putting trash in front of me, I was bringing people to the stadium.
The crazy thing to me is like, why not go ahead and pay him? You should have money available. You haven't paid your quarterback here, who's gonna cost you at least $300 million when it's time to repay him.
Yeah.
You need to pay the people around him to get you guys to the ship. Y'all are primed for a championship run. Don't let this get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing
the man.
I said about the Bengals, which like the price went up. Jamar Chase's agent tweeted that last season.
Yeah.
Like, this is one where just get this dude a 3-year deal, all the money guaranteed. Just front load or if you want to do something long, just front load the contract to where you can get out of it in 2 years or 3 years. Other things is Brian Robinson Jr. is on trade block apparently recently.
Yeah, because of that.
He's been shocked by a bunch of teams, and we saw the rookie. Everybody lost their damn mind about. Now, granted, boy looked good.
Yeah,
the boy looked good.
Definitely moving up.
His nickname is Bill, but he goes by Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. nicknamed Bill because apparently I saw this last night. When he was a kid, he had a bald head and some teeth, so he looked like Lil Bill. And the nickname stuck. I'm dead ass. I'm not even lying. I'm dead ass.
That is a hilarious story. I did not know that.
But
That's good.
I have Jaden Daniels as my second-rated quarterback in fantasy football right now. If Terry McLaurin signs, you're obviously taking Terry in that second, third round. Debo looked good. I mean, granted, it was 1-2 plays, but he looked like Debo on that first play.
I've been one to grab Debo.
Value is crazy.
Yeah, his value has been amazing. I've been hoping nobody says too much about him, kind of keep him where he's at. Then I just snatch him on my team. But what I was gonna say about Terry McLaurin is I don't think the Commanders are as good without him. Obviously not, but
yeah, absolutely.
They definitely need him if they want to make a serious run. You're competing with the Eagles, who are in your division, who have Devonta Smith and AJ Brown. You got to compete, brother.
The Cowboys, we just talked about George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I mean, it's a copycat league. If NFL teams are successful doing one thing, everybody else is going to copy, which is another reason why I think Travion Henderson will be so successful because of what the Lions are doing.
I swear, I literally,
because of what
Jahmyr Gibbs just popped in my head, literally, right as you were saying that, I swear.
Also, what the Bills are doing with their running backs. They have 3 good running backs who they spell. They don't just run James Cook into the ground. And they get him out, and then he comes back and he explodes.
And that's literally what it seems like, honestly, they're trying to do, because if they are able to move away from Brian Robinson Jr. and acquire an asset, they'll keep Austin Eckler, who, don't forget, he's over there, had a great season last year.
He did.
And if the rookie is what he
I didn't
is,
think he would, but he did.
Jeremy McNichols was solid in a couple games, filling in where he needed to.
Yeah.
Also, let's not disrespect, Zach Ertz is there in case of emergency. He's going to be in a glass box. So when you need to stream a tight end,
he's not a bad stream tight end.
He's not a bad streamer tight end. That's what I'm saying.
Bad.
All right, we're gonna wrap up this show with the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
One more time.
Eagles.
Oh, wrong side. The Eagles, baby.
I'm doing this like I got a cheering button. You know what I'm saying? I do have a cheering button.
Yeah.
We fucks with the Eagles. I like the Eagles swag. I think obviously they have the best general manager in the league. It's not even close, Howie Roseman. But above that, they got a bunch of fantasy players that we love. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. Dallas Goedert is going to get drafted and see some weeks.
Yep. That's about it though.
What else you need? I mean, what else? What else you need? Cuz?
No backup running back.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I like
your shit.
We was talking about running backs who are alpha dogs, and Saquon is the only running back getting drafted out of this backfield because
Will Shipley.
He's him.
Shipley Donuts.
You drafted him, Will?
No, but that's who's behind him. That's what I'm just proving your point, as you are eloquently stating. Will Shipley's Donuts.
Also,
and
the Eagles
AJ
took my boy Mechie. They traded for him.
Oh, that's right. That did happen this week.
What's he gonna be, like wide receiver 4 or 5?
Yeah. Now that is also due to a lingering injury by AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. Obviously, they're mild currently. Your eyes just
didn't they have Terrence Marshall too? They had Terrence Marshall earlier in preseason. He was going crazy.
Yeah, he's still over there. Terrence Marshall's still over there. Wide receiver 4 currently right now, and Jahan Dotson, who they picked up. The Eagles,
they like him. He's a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, the Eagles, sneaky ass, as you know, like acquiring good wide receiver talent that people, either forgot about or given up on, and they come over there and put them into the system.
Exactly.
And this is the one thing, I will say about the Eagles. Obviously, you're drafting Jalen Hurts in the first couple of rounds. He's, to me, my third ranked rated quarterback coming into the draft. Saquon's my number 2 running back. AJ Brown, I want to say, I'm going to get my wide receiver list pulled up here real quick. Number 9. Number 9, he's top 10. Devontae Adams, that's whose name I saw. Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
But I got Devontae.
He down there somewhere.
He down there. He can't be that far. Ain't no way Devonta that far down there.
You done forgot about
there you go, 23. There you go. I was like, ain't no way he that far down there. It's a lot of weapons over here. So you want a piece of this Eagles offense. And this is what I say. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think the Eagles going to be on some, we don't just got to run the ball to beat y'all ass this year. we're gonna throw the ball and beat y'all ass this year.
Think so?
And that's why I'm high on this Eagles offense.
But why? Like I think I asked you this before, but why do you think that?
Because they can.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix
Well,
it.
teams are gonna adjust.
You think teams adjust and
Yeah,
then they
I mean,
adjust?
it's the NFL. Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about this with the Dolphins a little while ago. The Dolphins had an offense that nobody could stop. Now, do I think the NFL is going to stop the tush push from the Eagles? No.
Oh, they didn't.
But do I think the defense is going to adjust to how they approach the Eagles this season? You goddamn right. They're not going to keep letting Saquon run for 170 yards on them. And people already are talking about Jalen Hurts, how they doubt him as a thrower. I don't
That's
think
true.
the Eagles doubt Jalen Hurts as a thrower, just like I don't. Shout out Eastside Channel View, baby. IT and Jalen Hurts.
Yes, sir.
But what I'm saying is, I believe this season, I'm not going, now keep in mind, I'm also not saying that Jalen Hurts is to come out and have 35, 40 passes a game. I am not saying that. But I will say there are going to be games where he does this season, where we're not going to have to lean on Saquon because they know Saquon had so many carries. We talked about this.
That's true.
Of wear and tear.
They need to drop
We
that.
need him for the playoff run. So I think they reduce his workload slightly, and you see an increase in passes from Jalen Hurts because he has
Incredible
top 3
weapons. Yeah.
receiver duo. All right. Obviously,
I mean-
I got Bengals first. I'm biased, but I think it's Bengals. Higgins, Chase. Shit, they might be number 2. I think Eagles
Puka
number 2.
Devontae.
Nah, give me AJ
them
Devontae.
too.
AJ is also slightly disrespected still as a wide receiver.
And
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
because of
Their offense.
the numbers, yeah.
AJ was still on pace for 1,400 yards in this offense last season before he got hurt. Don't forget about that. Like, and you know what I'm saying? And this is on no design.
AJ's getting shit on.
Yes, and this is on no design run. Like, we got to bring him out of the backfield. We got to line him up as a fullback. We got to bring him in motion. It's none of that shit. This is, hey, I'm on this outside, motherfucker. Hey.
Would you say AJ Brown is one of the most underrated fantasy players?
I love his value, absolutely. Especially if I'm on the tail end. I love AJ Brown. I personally, honestly, if I'm being real with myself, I'm looking at my wide receiver rank right now. I got him at 9. That's too low. I should have AJ Brown at I should have. This will probably happen. Obviously, that's
some
where
good guys on there.
you know, look, your rankings are always fluctuating. And speaking of rankings, we have our fantasy ranking show next week. Make sure y'all 1,000% tune in next week. Like, I'm talking about dropping nuclear bombs and shit next week. You gotta tune in next week. Next week is crazy. Fantasy rankings, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight end, fantasy players we like to break out this year. We need y'all next week. But I got him at 9. Like I said, when I come back next week, motherfucker might be at 6. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, that's the thing about rankings. And we'll get into more of this next week as we wrap today. Rankings are fluid, bro. It's more of a tier-based, you know, a blocking system, if you want to say.
Your rankings can change every week,
every day.
key,
Yeah,
depending on what news come out.
Yeah, and there are players who are on the same tier, but just one does a little bit more. Like, we talked about the receivers: Jettas, Chase, CD, Amon-Ra. But you got Malik in there, which you see how I didn't really argue with you.
Yeah.
What am I arguing with you? Ain't that really? I can say a lot. You know, that's that
can't
tier.
say too much, man. Because that boy Malik is a problem.
So it's just things like that you got to try to figure out as we get ready, you know, to wrap this thing up today. You know,
man.
That's it.
That's it, man. That's a quick epi.
A good solid.
You know, I think AJ Brown. It's got to go to AJ Brown or Josh Jacobs that are getting
disrespected.
The most disrespected. I think that Josh Jacobs, low key,
that's a good one.
Needs to be more respected in drafts, and AJ Brown as well.
I like that. What quarterback you think getting disrespected?
The quarterback? Ooh. That's a good one. I don't know, bro. Quarterbacks seem to be well ranked.
Patrick Mahomes. That's the only reason I'm asking. Is it Patrick Mahomes?
It could be Patrick Mahomes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why
he's definitely getting shit on.
I got him as if risky on my chart.
You know what he is. Under Baker Mayfield is crazy.
It's wild. Hey, we out, man. My God, fun. Appreciate y'all. HustleHousePicks.com. Tune in.
Nice one, man.
I like that.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
don't want to take Josh Allen
In the
as
second
early
round.
as he's going.
Yeah.
But I've never drafted quarterbacks in the second round. I never have, and I personally don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
But if he
Third
falls
round?
to me in the
Third round, you'll take him?
if I'm at the end of the third, I'm just keeping it
Closer
real.
to the 4.
Yeah, because look, I'm just keeping it real. Like if we talk about Josh Allen specifically, team built. I'm not taking him over players like I just don't want to take Josh Allen as early as he's going.
Yeah.
But I've never drafted quarterbacks in the second round. I never have, and I personally don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
But if he
Third
falls
round?
to me in the
Third round, you'll take him?
if I'm at the end of the third, I'm just keeping it
Closer
real.
to